So you're going to start with a completely bare face. I just washed my face and moisturized it because my face is really dry and the face paint tends to make it even drier. So yeah, that's what I did first. And the second thing I'm going to do is put on my contacts. Now I feel like these contacts match the Mad Hatter perfectly. Um, ooh, scary. I actually got these from my eye doctor. I tried ordering a pair online because they were cheaper than my eye doctor, but I needed a prescription because I'm blind. Not literally blind, but I have really bad eyesight. So I needed them with prescription, and the place I tried ordering them from faxed my eye doctor. My eye doctor was like, we'll just match the price and you can buy them through us. So that's where I got them from, but I will link down below the place that I was looking for them. They were kind of expensive, but if you're getting them without prescription, they'll be a lot cheaper. I know I'm not naked. I promise I'm wearing a tube top. I'm planning on putting some of the white stuff down my chest for my costume, so yeah. Alright, so the first product I'm going in with is this Ben Nye Clown White. It was $8. I didn't want to take it off because I wanted to show y'all. It was $8. It's like pretty big. I got this from this costume shop that's like legit in my town, and I was really surprised that they had it. I really didn't want to order it online. I didn't feel like it would get here in time, so I was really excited that they had this. When I first tried out this makeup look, I used the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk, and it did work. It worked perfectly. You know, my whole face was covered how I wanted it, but oh my gosh, my forehead looked terrible because I was so dry. So that's why I went to buy the professional stuff. So yeah, but I really do enjoy this, the Ben Nye Clown White CW3 is what it's called, but that just has to do with the size. This will probably last me literally forever, but I wanted to get the big size just in case I wanted to try other stuff with this white makeup. But anyways, so I'm just using this brush. I'm pretty sure this is like a buffer brush. It's not a very expensive brush. I actually got this brush for free. As I mentioned in like one of my hauls, I got it for free with something I bought from Kohl's. So I was like, might as well just use it, just in case this ruins my brush. Alright. I'm just going to put this all over my face. Didn't quite get enough on my brush. And if you feel like this might be a little too hard to work with because it's really like stiff, you can always add some beauty oil. I would suggest the Tarte Maracuja oil. I love that stuff. I use it with my Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit. When I feel like it's a little bit too dry, I need it to work with it a little better. That's what I would use. So definitely something to try. I mean, this stuff really is thick, but it's only thick because it's going to last you like all night, because this is what the professional clowns wear. And I read a billion reviews. This is what I ended up choosing. I was like, man, I'm gonna have to order online. But then my mom suggested that costume place. I was like, they're not gonna have it. And then she called and she was like, oh, do you happen to have any clown white makeup? And they're like, yeah. My mom was like, what brand? Is it Ben Nye? And I was like, why is my mom always right? It makes me so mad. Now, I'm trying not to go super heavy on the white. Wow, it does look like it's really heavy, but in person it's not that heavy. Because the Mad Hatter isn't really crazy, crazy, crazy white. Try to go under my eyes so I don't scare y'all anymore with my dark circles. Welcome to adulthood. I know the contacts are probably scaring you, but I felt like I had to put them in first just so I wouldn't get fingerprints on the face paint. And so I could also see, because I wouldn't be able to see if I didn't have them on. I'm really curious as to what y'all are going to be for Halloween. This is what I'm going to be for Halloween this year. I bought these contacts last year, like I had said, for my Maleficent costume, because I thought I wanted to be really theatrical. Not theatrical, I just wanted to do a costume that like looked super cool. So that's why I had chose the Maleficent. And this year I decided to do the Mad Hatter because he has the same green eyes. So I was like, yes. Because these contacts were not cheap. I'm also covering my eyelids so it can kind of be like a little primer for my, what's it called? Eyeshadow. I feel like this looks a lot wider than it should. Like, it doesn't look that wide in my mirror. I really try to cover, like, I feel like right here on the cheeks is always the hardest part to cover. I don't know why, but I feel like it always doesn't look good. And my under eyes look very dark. And when I had used the NYX Jumbo eye pencil, I used the same brush. And it really worked. It works really well. It's just the fact that I'm really dry. So yeah. So since I'm not planning on going in with any more creams, I'm just going to set the powder right away. At the costume store, I also purchased this Ben Nye Super White Face Powder, just so I won't be like creasing or get all oily through the night, because I am planning on this lasting me all night. That's what it looks like. Alright, I'm just going to put some on the top of the cap of the face white paint. It's like a little salt shaker. Going in with my damp beauty blender. Don't worry about using your beauty blender. You can always just go and wash it. It's gonna go in and put it everywhere. So this not only sets your sets your face, but it also will kind of even out any strokes that you made and is really visible on your face still, because that can happen with face powder. Make sure you really get the forehead, just so it won't really crease in your forehead. And the eyes. Very, very important. A lot of people don't know that they can use their beauty blender for setting powders. Not just like white setting powders, but any setting powders. That's what I do. Sometimes if I even want to get like a really flawless look, I'll use my beauty blender with my with this powder foundation that I have from It Cosmetics, and it looks amazing. I'll get some white at the tip of it so I can do it under my eyes, because girl, that is important. Above my eyes. I know it seems like I'm being excessive with this powder, but you just want to make sure you're not creasing, because I don't know about y'all, but I'm trying to look good all night. Even though this is creepy, like it's not really hot, guys are gonna be like, wow, she looks so hot as the Mad Hatter. Like I said, I'm just into like the theatricalness of it. Just want to look cool. Alright, so now I'm done with the face. I promise you it looks a lot whiter on camera than it does in person. Like, this looks more like the Mad Hatter than what you're looking at. I don't know why it looks so white. Alright, I'm going to be using two palettes today, one for the eyes and one for my contouring, and they're both BH Cosmetics. One of them is going to be the BH Party Girl, and the other one's going to be the BH Cosmetics 60s palette. So for the contouring, I'm using the After Hours palette, BH, what? It is called After Hours. BH Party Girl After Hours. Dear. Alright, I'm going in with this magenta purpley shade, and I'm going to contour with it. Now I know that sounds a little bit weird, but that's the Mad Hatter for you. So I'm going to be using my Maleficent brush that I got from Walgreens, and it's one of the contouring brushes. This one, it's like really small. It gets in the shadow really well, and it makes little lines, and then I just make it all work. Okay. So start just like regular contouring, but you're just contouring with a color. He kind of goes like out like this a little bit. Start light is my suggestion, because you don't want to go in with heavy color and then regret it, because it's really hard to clean up. Go in with like a really light hand. Hopefully you can see this. And if you want it to be darker, you can always go back in. His contour kind of just like opens up like in a little triangle right here. It's always good to look at reference pictures as well. Don't just take my word for it. That's for sure what I did. Make sure you start it from the hairline, or it's gonna be plenty. Yes, honey, it's exactly what I want to kind of fade out. I'm going in with the other Maleficent brush and kind of just like blend it out. Just so maybe it won't look so harsh. Even though it doesn't really matter, because we're all mad here. I'm going to be saying that all night. Alice in Wonderland, the cartoon, is like one of my favorite movies. It's my sister's favorite movie too, so I love it even more. Okay, see that? Now I'm going to contour right here. He doesn't really go to the top of the forehead. He just like contours right here. Well, he doesn't. His makeup artists do. And kind of just connect it all. Just like that. Alright, and then you're going to do the same thing on the other side. Alright, so now that I have both sides done, I'm going to start doing the eyeshadow. So I'm going to be using two brushes. They're the Ursula brushes that I got from Walgreens. And going in with that exact same color that I just used to contour both sides. I'm going to do that under my right eye. So just kind of like lining it. And this doesn't have to be super amazing. And I'm kind of bringing it up just a little. Kind of like if you were going to wing it, but not really. Alright, and for the top of the eye, I'm going in with the exact same palette, but I'm going to be using this purple shade right here. Going in with the fat Ursula brush. Okay. I'm just going to put that all over the lid. Kind of let it meet where I did like that little tail. Now, I normally never use the BH Cosmetics shadows, but I think that they're really good for, you know, the big selection of color that they have. And they're really good for if you're just beginning and you really want to start learning how to do your makeup. I would highly suggest BH Cosmetics. Kind of bring that pink back up again to kind of meet the purple up here. Like that. Alright, so I'm done with this eye, so I'm going to move on to the next one. But this eye is a different little color scheme. So, For this eye, I'm going to be using this palette, which is Eyes on the 60s by Beige Cosmetics. Now, in the picture that I've seen, I feel like under his eye is maybe like an orange eyeshadow. I couldn't really tell. I thought it was maybe red, maybe orange. So I honestly went in with a red because I don't have anything super orange. I'll talk about that later. I know I have this orange right here, but this is more of like a shiny orange. Like, it's not really even like that orange. It's just really like metallic-y. So I tried this orange on the brows because he has really orange brows and it looks weird. But you'll see that later. I'm working on getting a really orange shadow for Halloween, so we'll see. So under the eye, I'm going in with the red shadow. Oh, I didn't even show it to you. It looks like that. Red shadow right there. It looks way redder on camera than it is in person. And it kind of looks like a little bit orangey once you put it under the eye. So it works out. See how it's not really like a super pigmented red? Once again, I brought it out just like I brought out the pink, purple. Fuchsia? Whatever. Alright, like that. And on the top of the eyelid, I'm going in with the blue. And I will be using this blue right here. More like an aqua, I guess. Just like that. Looking like Mad Hatter already. So what I was going to attempt to do for the brows was go in with the NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk and kind of just put it on top of my brows to kind of make them, I guess the word I'm looking for is sticky, and then give them like that texture for something to hold on to, aka eyeshadow, and do the same for the other. And now I'm going to be using the angled brush, and the angled brush will work, from the Evil Queen brush palette that I got from Walgreens. I look crazy without eyebrows. See how it's not like super orange how I want it to be? It's more of like a burnt orange. Alright, so there's the brows. And I completely forgot something, one of my favorite parts, and it's to contour the nose. Alright, I'm going back in with that magenta fuchsia purple shade right there that I use to contour my face. And I'm going to put it on the tip of this little brush that I've been using. And just contour the nose like I normally would. Even though I've never contoured my nose before. I did what I told y'all not to do, which was go in with heavy product. But that's okay. Kind of just come and blend it out. It all works. Now he doesn't go all the way down the nose, just like on the bridge. Just like that. Alright, so two more steps. He has white mascara. I don't own white mascara, so I'm just going to use like one of those primers that's white. If this is a Lancome one, Sealess Booster XL. It comes with the white and the black one. You're probably not going to be able to see that, but this is just what I'm going to use. I'm sure any mascara primer will work. This is just the only mascara primer that I have that's white. And the last step is the lips. I had to mix two colors. I could not find a color that matched his, and even then this doesn't really match him, but I'm going to do it anyways. I'm using the Tarte Lip Insurance. It's one of the baby ones. It's called Alluring, whatever. It was in one of the holiday palettes last year. And I'm using this Revlon Color Burst Lacquer Balm. Looks just like that. And the shade is, I'm blind, 110 Coquette. Okay. I think I'm going to go in with the lip insurance first. Like that. It's a really nice color, but his is a little more pink. So. Like that. And that completes the look. But now let me go change into something more comfortable. So here's the finished look with my costume and all. Here's my hat. It's a rather large hat. All I need to do is put the 10-6 paper in there. And I did my chest off camera so it could all match. I'm planning on wearing white tights because I'm wearing a skirt. And I have this like really nice coat. Oh, it comes with a built-in corset. I can leave the link to this costume down below so you can see what it looks like on the model. But I mean, I love it. I really love this look. I think it looks just like the Mad Hatter. The colors are kind of the same, but it's just more girly, and that's what I really wanted. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I'm planning on doing, I think, maybe like 1 or 2 more Halloween tutorials. I really wanted to try to do a Chester cat from Alice in Wonderland as well, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to enter my giveaway, my mini giveaway. I'll leave a link to that video down below. There's only 3 more days to enter, so get on it. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, stay golden. And by the way, do you have any idea why a raven is like a writing desk? I'm a mess. And I'm going to be going in with this, like, magenta purpley shade. I shouldn't use my middle finger. No, I did not. Yes, I did. I just dug my brush and the freaking makeup. Okay, cool. The 60s palette, and that is upside down. Get it together with no!